Why I came today and brought a few of our friends is because we're concerned about you, concerned about your health, about your well-being. We want you to be safe. December 1st was World AIDS Day. It is a day when the nations of the earth stop for a minute and recognize all the horrible deaths that we've had associated with HIV and AIDS. And my prayer and my heart is that soon we can have a world without AIDS, and that soon you'll be safe from that particular disease. I need you to pay attention. I need you to love yourself. I need you to equip yourself with information so that you can be safe. That's goal number one. Goal number two is that I heard that this was the place where the performers learn and hone their skills in performance. Is that correct?
Yes. This is full of performing arts.
So every year in March or April, we do this wonderful event. It's a play that we host at the Kaufman Performing Arts Center. Several of you may have attended last year. If you did, if you saw that play about the police officers who got shot and the kid got shot, that was my performing arts group called HYPE, Helping Youth Plan for Excellence. And we're looking for a few good folks, people that can dance and sing and act and rap and do their thing on stage. And so we'll be passing out flyers a little bit later on after this is over with. And if you're interested in honing your skill and performing on a big stage and enjoying the benefits of the Kaufman Performing Arts Center, we'll give you that shot. We'll allow you to audition and take part in our program. And I'd be happy to provide that opportunity for you all. It is a very good thing when you're involved in stuff and you can have a voice in good things. And this, my brothers and sisters, is a good thing. Item 3, have you ever heard of the TV show called The Voice? On the second season that it was going on, a young guy sang, and he just warmed the hearts of millions of people. He was a finalist on that show. He since has become a Tommy Boy recording artist, travels the world over, and he is with us today. He's got a very, very important message that he'd like to share with you. He's also going to sing a number or two, and I want you to give him your attention, give him respect, give him the honor that he is due. Would you all join me in welcoming Mr. Jamar Rogers to the stage?
Here's the deal. I don't have that much time with you today. So I'm gonna sing a song for you. And then we'll talk a little bit. And if I have time to do a second song, then we'll go from there. But I'm gonna call an audible real quick. We call Ray John and Tyler. Give it up, give it up. Y'all didn't know we were gonna come on this quick, right? And I'm going to tell the sound guy to play the second track instead of the first one. This is my first single. It comes out at the beginning of next year. Signed to Tommy Boy. My label's in New York. And this song is called
Cause I've seen you in my dreams, and I don't know what it means, but I need you. Wash away the filth now, take all this fear away from me. I will just be still now, let you wash my body as you breathe. Baptize me, dip my head down in the river. Won't you capsize me? I swear I'll stand and I'll deliver. Hold me in love, hold me in love, baby. Hold me in love, hold me in love, mama. Hold me in love, hold me in love, baby. Won't you baptize me? Something that you need for me to do. I lost the rest of me, and I think I might get there in the deep blue. Whoa, wash away the filth now, take all this fear away from me. You can have it, babe. I will just be still now, let you wash my body as you breathe. Baptize me, yeah, won't you capsize me? I swear I'll stand and I'll deliver. You can hold me, babe. You can hold me, darling. You can hold me, babe. You can hold me, darling. Tie me. Where's Sean? Tyler! Hold me, baby. You can hold me on. You can hold me, baby. You can hold me on. Yo, give it up for Ray Sean and Tyler. That's what's up. For the record, I cannot do that. If I were to do that, it would be a hot mess. But I'm so grateful to be here today in a room full of artists, dreamers, inventors, world changers. You see, when I look out into this crowd, I see the next big thing. What people don't know is that there's so much talent here in the Midwest. People sleep on the talent all the time. I swear I'm going to start my own record label, and I'm only going to sign people from the Midwest. Because y'all get slept on so much. My name is Jamar, and there's two things I want to discuss with y'all today. I would like to talk to you about your art and the legacy of your art and the things that you create. But I also want to talk to you about loving yourself. Because how can you make art that moves other people if you don't love yourself? My mother had me when she was 19, okay? And I've never met my father. So, I mean, my story is not so different from a lot of people. And what I found was that because I had abandonment issues, because I felt my mother didn't love me, because I felt that my mother didn't want me, I got my attention by performing. I sang my very first solo when I was 6 years old, and I realized I really liked people clapping for me. I was like, oh, I can get used to this. This is nice. Thank you. The messed up thing is when you feel unloved, hear me, when you feel ugly, when you feel unworthy, you're willing to do just about anything to feel affection and love. And what will happen is, you will find yourself in situations you would have never thought you'd be in. You will find yourself chasing after that dude, after that girl that has told you 100 times she don't want you or he don't want you. But you'll find yourself pining after them, chasing after them because you don't know who you are. Because you don't know your own self-worth. So I, as a teenager, I went to a performing arts high school as well. Wait, what happened? You're not talking to me? All right, then listen to me. No, but I said it with a smile. I ran away from home when I was 17. I spent my entire senior year in high school on my friends' couches. That's where I lived, out of my car and on their couches. It's by the grace of God that I graduated because, again, I was looking for love. I was looking for acceptance. I didn't go to college after school. Instead, I hopped around the country and I started experimenting with drugs. You have to understand, again, I said, when you're seeking, you're going to find something. It may not be the right thing, but you're going to find something. And I found that drugs made me feel invincible. It made me feel like I could do anything. I felt like I was extra witty, that people liked me. But the truth of the matter, I was just high. And when you high, your perception is not exactly reality. Well, I turned to harder drugs, and I had a heavy-duty crystal meth addiction by the time I was 19. Oh, it gets worse. Because of my crystal meth addiction, I would do anything to make money to do more drugs. I was the kind of dude that would steal your wallet and then help you look for it. Like, I was a really shady character, okay? So I would steal to get the money, I would sell drugs, and then the ultimate was it led to prostitution. Like I said, you will find yourself in situations that you never in a million years thought that you would be involved in. But the root of it was I didn't feel worthy of love. I didn't like what I saw when I looked in the mirror. Instead of counting the things that I did like about me, I would count all the things that I didn't like. Oh, if only I could change this, if only I could change that. Instead of being grateful for what God has already given me, I wanted to change everything. I didn't love myself. Because I didn't love myself, I didn't protect myself. I've been living with HIV now for 11 years. And it just goes to show that you never know who has it. I want you guys to hear me. I want you guys to hear me. It goes to show that you never know who is carrying the virus. Now, this is not to demonize anyone that is living with HIV. It's to say to my young brothers and sisters, love yourself enough to protect yourself because not everyone's going to tell you the truth. Amen. And maybe you won't be at risk for HIV, but there's still a slew of sexually transmitted infections that you do not want. Chlamydia is not fun. Herpes is even worse. Or so I've heard. But what I'm saying is, if you don't have any respect for yourself, how do you expect the next dude to respect you? And fellas, you guys aren't exempt either, because we're taught in society that the more girls you bag, the tougher you are, when the truth of the matter is, you're just as empty. Can we talk about sex in a very mature way? Do I have some mature people in this room? Okay. Sex can be very fulfilling within the confines and boundaries of what sex is meant to be. But when you are using sex to escape, when you're using sex to justify actions, when you are using sex to validate your existence, then that is unhealthy sexual activity. And I'm not even, some people might call you a thought or whatever. I think it's so much deeper than that. It's deeper than just being promiscuous, because you're trying to heal a wound that's on the inside. And I don't fault you for that. But I can tell you what to do to get out of that. And I know this sounds so corny, but I have to start looking in the mirror and say to myself, yo son, I love you. Because I wasn't hearing it from no one else. I had to tell myself, I love you. In case you never hear from anyone, you need to walk around like you are the business, like you are it. There is no one else on this planet that is like you. There is no one else on this planet that can do the things that you can uniquely do in your own voice, in your own way. So why are we trying to be like everybody else? We're so busy keeping up with the Kardashians that we have lost sight of what reality is. Kim Kardashian is not real. And this is from someone that has lived in Hollywood for 2 years. I was so turned off by their standards and how shallow celebrities are. These celebrities that we want to emulate and that we want to be like, they have the lowest self-esteem. How many times have you posted a pic on Instagram, you thought you were mad cute, you only get 2 likes, so then you take it off. We've all done it. Listen to this. Stop looking to social media to validate your worth. You can get 160 likes in one day and still go to bed hating yourself. You can have the entire planet congratulating you and telling you how beautiful you are, and you still feel empty. How can we leave an imprint on this world? How can we leave a legacy if we don't know who we are? Do you not know that we descend from kings and warriors? Do not let the media define you for you. We are not thugs. We are not hoodlums. We are not broken. We are giants. But we have to know who we are. And so in case you don't know, let me tell you who you are. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are a breath of fresh air. You are a walking miracle. Everyone that is in your presence should be honored to be in your presence. And if they don't feel that honor, then they're not worth your time. You're chasing after them. But I also want to say that we are human beings and we're going to make mistakes. Making mistakes is okay. Because how do we learn? How do we grow? How do we evolve? The important thing is to not be stuck in those mistakes. To not get stuck in regret, saying, I wish I would have done this. I wish I could have changed that. You can't. You cannot go back in time and change anything. What you can do is impact your future. It doesn't matter where you've been. It doesn't matter what has happened to you. I was sexually abused repeatedly as a child. But that does not define the man that I am today. What you have gone through does not make you whack. It does not make you weak. The mere fact that you are sitting in front of me and your heart is beating and you're still breathing means that you are a warrior, that you are strong, that you are able to withstand everything that was thrown at you. Yo, that's a big deal. But how many times do we discredit those things and we want to change our family. We want to change his family. Yo, my mom and I hated each other for years, but she's my best friend now. And unfortunately, it took me being infected with the virus for us both to see that life is short and can be taken away from you in a minute. I'm asking you right now, that if you are not getting the affection, the love, and the attention that you need from your folks, from your parents, please understand that your parents are just as human as you are. When I was 19, I looked up one day, I was like, oh, there's no way I could have raised a child. I've been so hard on my mom, thinking she should have been the perfect mom, but she didn't know what she was doing. She did the best with what she had. I'm asking you to forgive your parents if they've hurt you. And what forgiveness says is, even though you owe me a debt, I'm going to erase that debt. Because here's the thing, love is a two-way road, right? But sometimes we have to be the first ones to show love, to get love.
Right.
But it has to be the right kind of love. Now I want to tie back into our arts, since we're all artists in here. I had always sang as a hobby, but because I got so twisted up with drugs and everything, I didn't really think that I had a viable career in music. I was just kind of sing for fun. I auditioned for American Idol first, and made it to the top 50. It was the year that they actually had auditions in Kansas City. And then a couple of years after that, I went on The Voice. While I was on The Voice, I talked about the fact that I was living with HIV. Now, I thought that it was going to ruin my career. Who starts a music career by talking about being addicted to drugs and living with HIV? But can I tell you that the one thing that kept me in shame and guilt for so long is the one thing that has opened up so many doors for me. I've gotten to travel the world, y'all. Not too bad for a guy that didn't go to college. Now, I'm not saying you need to go to school, you need to go to college, right? Because the opportunities might have been a little bit more plentiful for me. But what I am saying is your past doesn't dictate your future. Just because you made mistakes, you are not the whole or the sum of your mistakes. You're beautiful. You're outstanding. You're creatives. I read this really interesting thing the other day that said that while we're in a frantic chase for money, for material things, for fame, all of that stuff is fleeting. It can be gone in a minute. When you die, you can't take any of that with you. The only thing that you can leave here is your art. You can leave behind a song or a sculpture or a composition that 300 years from now people will admire and study and pore over and want to learn from. To me, there's no greater reward than that. If you're going through a difficult time right now, instead of doing negative things to get your emotions out, go to your art. I promise you will write the best songs, you will write the best lyrics, the best poetry, if you're just honest. Instead, we're so busy trying to sound like everyone else. Honestly, I got turned down by 3 record labels before I got picked up by Tommy Boy. And that's because I didn't know who I was as an artist. I was so busy trying to sound like this guy, or sound like that guy, instead of understanding that what I have is unique to myself. So I need you guys at home tonight, when you're in bed, you're thinking, before you go to sleep, make a mental list of all the things that you're good at, instead of counting all the things that you think you're bad at. Because those things that you are good at is what you were born to do. Is it about that time? Yeah, we do Q&A. Okay, we can do that. Let me wrap it up with this. Do not only protect your body, protect your heart, protect your mind. Not everyone is worth your attention. And here's the thing. We're humans, so we are going to have sex. Just think. Think before you act. Because one decision can change your life forever. All right, so I guess we'll do some questions. I can sit here and chill with y'all all day, but they pushed me off the stage, so. Who has a microphone, Reverend Williams? I also want to say, this man right here, Mr. Williams, he is a good man. And for the last 3 years, he's actually flown me out. I live in New York, he's flown me out to be a part of The Lot, which is the play that his team, The Hype, does. If you would like to be involved, with script writing, choreography, dancing, acting, singing. We're gonna have flyers in the back that you can grab on your way out. They start usually about every January, and the show is in March, April, somewhere around there. Yo, I've been involved these last 3 years, and I think it's so much, first of all, it's fun. Second of all, you're at the Kaufman Performing Arts Center, which is dope. And 3, like, you get to just perform for all the local area schools. So if you are in love with being a performer, I would definitely recommend you guys get involved with that, all right? All right, anybody got any questions?
I'm too far. Don't call on me.
She said, what am I mixed with? Well, I'm human and human. No, here's the unfortunate thing. Like I said, I never met my father. From what I've heard, he's from India. But I was raised by a black mother, so I'm black. That's the way I see it. All right, who else got one? Where? Good question. She wants to know what was the process like getting on The Voice. It's very similar to American Idol. You have to go to a huge casting call. There's thousands of people there. Plan on spending the entire day there. You go in, you sing in this room with like 9 other people. They separate you into groups of 10. If you make that round, then they'll call you back about a month later, and then you sing in front of some producers. If you make that round, they'll call you back another month later, and then you sing in front of the executive producers. If you make that round, then they fly you out to California for about a month. You live in this hotel, they pay you, which is nice. and then you have to audition again for like the executive producers and for the people that run NBC. Then you have your blind auditions. So you go through 4 auditions before you even get on television. It's still not even guaranteed that you're gonna get a chair turned around for you. But it was one of the best experiences of my life. If you are a singer, you even remotely think you can hold a note, I say you should get involved with something like that. It's great training. All right, back there. I will sing another song. Okay, here's a good one. How old do you think I am?
27!
Wrong. But I appreciate y'all. Y'all my new best friends. I'm 33. All right, we can do one more question. Hold on. I'm doing my last question. I can't hear her. 1 second. She wants to know, how did I find out that I was infected with HIV, and how did it impact me? Here's my thing. If you're getting tested regularly, if you are sexually active, you should be getting tested regularly. I've heard once every 6 months, but I would recommend once every 3 months. It's quick, it's painless. I did not do that at the time though, and I got really, really sick, and I didn't know what was going on. I was rushed to the emergency room. I had a fever of 103. I threw up everywhere, and the doctor took one look at me and said, "When was the last time you were tested for HIV?" And that's how I knew. I would recommend not going that route. That wasn't the best way to find things out, especially when the power is in your hands. You can find out any other way, but wait until you get sick enough. So please get tested regularly. She also wanted to know, how has HIV impacted my life? HIV helped me get off of crystal meth. That's the greatest and best thing that it did for me. Not only did it do that, I had to get to the root of what my issues were. And to answer the other question that no one is asking, but you guys are all thinking, I'm engaged to be married to this wonderful woman who is HIV negative, and she loves every bit of me, in spite of me. She stands with me through thick and thin. So it is possible to have a healthy relationship even going forward from this. So I'm going to end it with, I'm going to close up with the very first single I released on Tommy Boy's called High. This song was actually featured, have y'all ever seen the show Single Ladies? This song was on Single Ladies. So it's called High, there we go. Feeling worthless, feeling helpless. I wanna share, I can't help it. All of a sudden, here in the darkness, those things I keep remembering. I'm pretty used to this regimen now. So I fumble, I took a tumble, but I've gotten fun from all I've done. So I guess what I know so well, because I know that it will never tell. Knocking thoughts right out of my head. So I gotta get high to heal my Lord. The altitude so high I can barely breathe, but I don't mind it all 'cause my brother's damage. I feel so numb. I feel so numb. I feel so numb. I feel so numb. The one who got away because I ran out of words to say. She said she just couldn't stay. Always feels like Monday. No one calling on the telephone. So I guess I stay right at home and do the only thing I've ever known to do. So I gotta get high to heal my Lord, yeah. The altitude so high I can barely breathe, but I don't mind it all 'cause my brother's damage. I feel so loved, yeah, I feel so loved. I feel so, but then you come and bring the sun, you turn my heart around, you take my hand, say I'm better than this best I call alive. Now I'm feeling so high, 'cause you took my love. The altitude is high, but I don't need to breathe. Just stay by my side and keep loving me. Yeah, I feel alive, I feel alive, I feel alive, I feel, yeah, I feel alive, I feel alive, I feel alive. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, you know me. I feel alive, 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 I feel. My name is Jamar Rogers. Find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I will follow back. If you follow me on Instagram, leave a comment saying, hey, you said you would follow me back. And I'll follow you back. Thank you for having me.
All right, give him another great big hand. Let's give him another big hand. All I hope you take away from this the necessity of taking care of yourself. You got to take care of yourself. Nobody else is going to take care of you. Nobody else is going to love you like you love you. Please take care of yourself. I want to thank the members of the Kansas City, Missouri Health Department that staffed up in the cafeteria, hopefully to give you some good information about HIV and how to take care of yourself. And I hope you take heed. I hope you will get tested. If you're sexually active, would you please get tested? Would you please get tested? It is the only sure way of knowing whether you're infected already. Now, I have to thank Dr. Walker and amen. Give him a great big hand, your principal. And Dr. Tunis with the administration downtown and everybody that's helped us to be here.